Hey guys, this is Andre behind the camera coming at you from Park City, Utah. This is the first drive event for the updated new 2020 Nissan Titan. And in this little behind the scenes video, I wanted to show you a truck that we haven't seen before really. This is the 2020 Titan King Cab, extended cab long bed. And this is a staging area where Nissan has prepared these trucks for journalists to tow. And I actually had an opportunity to take this big camping trailer, this Airstream, behind this truck for a little drive today, but the driving impressions are embargoed until a little bit later, and I produced a full video of that you'll be able to find separately. But in this video I can tell you all the specs for this truck. We also now know their payload and towing numbers, and I can show you several of them. Also, I can show you the King Cab, of course. So let's start. Let me just kind of walk you around first. For 2020, Nissan is simplifying their lineup. No longer the two-door version with an 8-foot bed is no longer available, but the King Cab and the Crew Cab are, for sure. Two-wheel drive and 4x4s. The trucks you see here hooked up to trailers, they're all King Cabs. And they're all basically SV trim levels, which means they don't have the LED headlights that you could see on some of the other luxury trucks that you've seen at the shows for 2020 Nissan Titans. They have a few trailers set up here. Most of them about 5,000 pounds, like this horse trailer and this ATV trailer here. But the biggest trailer is over here, which is the camping trailer. And let me actually show you behind, actually inside the truck and under the hood. The engine is mostly the same. It's the 5.6 liter gas V8, but the transmission is all new. They've also updated the interior, they've updated the technology. The interior materials are updated. You can see the cloth interior in this particular SV. This is a two-wheel drive truck. I'll show you a little bit later the infotainment screen. I'll start the truck so you could see it come to life. Let's look at the engine really briefly and talk about that, because that's really important for a truck, any truck. It's, like I said, a 5.6 liter. It's been slightly updated for 2020. It now reacts to the premium octane, so it basically can have different ratings. One for premium gasoline and one for regular. The premium gas rating is 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque. But if you don't want to spend extra money on premium fuel, high octane, the regular rating is still 390 horsepower and 394 pound-feet of torque. And this is the base engine, only engine available. What Nissan is doing here is they're simplifying their lineup once again. They're kind of removing some configurations and offering basically one engine option. But behind this engine, can't really see it here, but it's a 9-speed automatic transmission, all new. The old 7-speed auto is now no more, gone. Like I said, I cannot tell you the driving impressions. I can just show you the styling behind this truck, the new grills, the updated bumper, and talk about some of the numbers. So let's hit it with some numbers. For 2020, Nissan mainly kept the towing and payload numbers about the same. Let me show you the bed. The max payload is 1,680 pounds, which is about 50 pounds more than before. The bed is dampened, and of course it's lined, and it's got the tie-down system on the side and on the floor, something that Nissan Titan has had for a long time and that Nissan owners really love. Has an electric outlet over here by the bed and additional lights. You can kind of see the light under the rail there. So LED lighting for the bed. This is a 6.5-foot bed with the King Cab. As you can see, this is the SV. And the maximum towing is 9,370. That's about 130 pounds more than before. So Nissan did not raise their towing numbers too much, kept it the same. I asked them about this. I said, well, how come? What's going on here? And they said two things are happening. First of all, you get this tow rating for every Titan you buy. From the base S model to the most luxurious truck. And they're saying that most customers of half-ton trucks actually don't tow over 9,000 pounds, so that rating is actually really good. But what they've done is they have actually changed, they updated the engine a little bit and gave it a new transmission to enable, according to them, a better driving experience. So we'll have to see how that works, if the new transmission actually does the job. One thing we don't know actually is the pricing. Don't know the price. That's not available yet. The truck was going to be on sale in early 2020, so we'll still have to wait a couple months for pricing. And we also don't know fuel economy. So if you're really wondering about how's this 9-speed going to affect the fuel economy, that's also not yet known. But I did a little MPG loop on this first drive. I cannot tell you my results yet, but that's coming in another video. So we'll have at least a little taste of that coming up really shortly. But we do know the towing, like I said, I already told you the payload numbers. They also updated the technology, and let me show that to you on the inside. Now every Nissan Titan comes with what they call Nissan Shield 360, which is their driver assistance package, standard. It includes adaptive cruise control system. It includes blind spot monitoring, a few other things as well. This SV actually comes with power seats, but over here you can see there's a cruise control system control on the steering wheel, including the distance to the vehicle in front of you, adaptive cruise. Up here you can see an additional camera that's looking forward to help you with that stuff. This truck is not 4x4, so there is no 4x4 switch here, but still a power push start. Here comes the Titan comes to life. You can see a pretty clear display here, high resolution display in the center. Let me turn down the AC system. And the trim grades go like this. S is the base, SV, the one you see here. This one has an optional 9-screen center infotainment system. An 8-inch screen is standard. And this is also high definition. I hope you can see it here. But as I use the map here and zoom in and zoom out, hopefully you can see this on the camera that it's really crisp. This particular truck, of course, will offer you a rear camera with guidelines that change with steering. This truck is not equipped with a 360 camera package though. That's an option. Put it back to park. That's available. Under here is your climate control system, your parking sensor, your 360 Nissan Shield button as well, and your traction control down here. New materials throughout, slightly updated. Here you go, here are the new seats. And here I'll just rev it just a little bit so you can see the tach. There you go, there is the tach. And let me just demonstrate the door system, because the King Cab originally came out when the Titan came out in 2004. And it offered a really neat system. Let me show you. Alright, so the beeping stopped. There's a handle right here. And it opens basically 180 degrees. Double hinged. I mean, 2 hinges here. And lots of cup holders still, as you can always see. These Titan's been really good with that. 2 in the door. There are 2 here for the rear passengers. USB ports, 120 volt port, 12 volt port, folding seats, not a totally flat floor, but there's this little tray that's also available on the crew cab to help you get your cargo secured and stored. It's also lockable here, so you can put something, if you have something valuable, you could also store it back here. You have to pull this to lower the seat back down. This truck comes with power driver's seat with lumbar support. Pretty nice. You still have your foot operated parking brake, so no button operation. 2 cup holders here in the front, 2 cup holders here in the center. Like before, it's removable, reconfigurable, and this is a new part for 2020. This is a cell phone holder, which is also removable, and you can move it around front or back. This particular truck also comes with an integrated trailer brake controller right here in the center. Good positioning there. Let me give you a wide view. Here you go. So thank you for joining me for this behind the scenes look. This is all the specs we have for now. For the driving impressions video, please come back to tfltruck.com, and of course our channels, TFL Now and TFL Truck on YouTube. Thank you guys.